Hey, what is happening, everyone? Hurst Quayzar here, and welcome back to another episode of the movie cars we've been doing. Actually, it's been a little resurrected, but as you see in front of you, you're probably wondering, Hurst, why do you have an Impala sitting on the rack over here? That is not what I saw on the thumbnail. You're absolutely right. This 58 Impala is actually one that I found while scurrying around the junkyards and auctions. Why did I pick this one up? It's because of the mileage. Check that out, 139,000 miles. The one I have in the parking level right now for the was a American Graffiti 58 Impala that Ron Howard drove. Is I think it's over 150. I know it's over 150,000 miles. I don't know if it's over 200,000 miles, but I found this one. I said I had to have it because I'm a freak. I've got all these cars marked on a spreadsheet, and it was in red, meaning it was over the mileage limit that I usually get. So when I saw this one, I checked my spreadsheet. I had to have it. I threw it in the garage, and basically I'm going to do the body up and the suspension. And what I'm going to do is just swap engine and wheels from the other movie car and then just park it back in the parking garage. I have repainted or repurposed my shop truck here. But yeah, it's a nice yellow. But on to other things. What do we have over here? This is a classic looking car. Look at this. This is a 1929 Lincoln, right? Now, I believe this is, if not, I thought they used a Packard, but they probably did use something very similar to this, if not the 1929 Lincoln. The engine isn't going to be the same, but who am I talking about? We're talking about the Addams Family. That's right. I think the movie was in, oh my goodness. I had it. I thought I had it in I think it was in 2009. I think the movie was. It was the Addams Family, and then they followed up with Addams Family Values. I think it was. But this was their limo car. Now I picked this up from the auction, and believe it or not, I got this bad boy for a mere $5,000. $5,000 under value. That's right. So you see the value down here at 60,000. I got it for 55K, right? A steal. If anyone deals with the auctions, $5,000 is unbelievable. So Addams Family. What is the Addams Family? If you guys may want to check it out. I mean, it started off years ago, way before before a whole lot of you were born. 1964 to, I believe it was 1966, black and white on TV. It was a series. If you don't remember the Addams Family, maybe you remember the Munsters. The Munsters, I think, probably was probably a little more popular, maybe? I don't know. The Addams Family was a good series that was on TV that I remember watching. And I don't remember why I remember watching it, because I was like a wee little tot, so I have no idea. Maybe I saw reruns. I don't know, but I thought it was quite a comical. It was a little different than the Munsters, Everyone in the Munsters was like hideous looking, basically, except for Marilyn. Marilyn was the beauty queen, and they all thought she was ugly, so quite funny. But Addams Family, you had Morticia. Morticia was the wife. Gomez was the husband. Lurch was the butler. I love that name, Lurch. It's kind of like you're lurking. I mean, maybe that's that should be a meme. Hey, why are you lurching me? Instead of lurching, get it? No? Alright. Anyway, and they had their daughter was Wednesday. I think that was just such a cool name for a girl. I met a Shelby one time in Missouri, but that's a different story altogether. So I thought Wednesday was actually a wild name for a girl. Don't remember the son's name. You had Grandmama and you had Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester was a crazy dude. Yeah, Uncle Fester was just absolutely nuts. Alright, so I do have some spare parts in here. So what I have been doing on the side is I've been trying to do some phone jobs. Trying to get some of these bad boys out of the way here. Trying to get some of these just because there's awards for them, and I think it's 750 and 1000, and I'm closing in on the 750 mark. I cannot wait. All right, this is a Retro Rim 13, and it's a 20, huh? So let's get a couple of 13s. Retro Rim Retro 13. This one. And I think we'll need 4 of them at a size 20. Yep, we will do that. What was the tires on this? I don't know, so I'm going to separate one of these and find out for sure. One thing about having unrealistic tire sizes turned on, sometimes you don't get the precise tire size from the car, which is kind of a bummer. So this is a 135/80. It's a B. It's a white wall B, huh? Okay, so we're gonna go for these. We're gonna go 20. I think it is a 135/80. Let me make sure. 135/80. 135/80 20. Yep, we're good. We are good. And we're going with the B style. Oh. So how is everyone doing today? I hope this video is finding you guys all happy and healthy. It's been quite crazy for me. The schedule has been thrown off. I apologize for that. However, hopefully I can get back into some sort of a schedule eventually. Oh, you know what? Well, I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave these the aluminum color, and I'll show you something here in a second. So yeah, my schedule has been nuts. I can't begin to tell you how nuts it's been. Let's see, we'll go ahead and buy some parts here. 2 of these, please. 4 of those, please. All right, we're pretty good to go with that. It has just been nuts, and I'm going to keep this completely stock as well. So we are going to. We're not going to do any performance parts. Well, I tell you what, I may do some in the engine, but for the most part, you know what? This bad boy needs some parts, right? It needs some boost. Let's give it up for this. I'm going to build this quite similar to my shop truck I just posted over on Facebook and over on the Discord channel. Only because I'm going to keep it looking primarily stock on the outside, but we're going to really do it up on the inside. Brakes. Let's grab the shopping list here. A couple of drums, of course. 1 shoe, huh? Okay, 1 shoe. Shock absorber. One thing about getting this from the auction, I'd have to say, it really has. It's not costing me a whole lot to repair it. That's for sure. Let's get on the inventory. Let's sell off any part that's less than 96. Yeah, that works for me. Let's get rid of that. Need a fuel tank. I didn't get a fuel tank. Hook myself up here with a fuel tank. Here we go. Alright, so the Addams Family. I mean, this has been around for ages, right? Mid 60s. the original series. Then it's had an animated series. It's had a couple of movies. It's had an animated movie. I think it was in 2019. I believe it came out. I mean, come on. This family has been around quite a bit. I mean, you can't deny that at all, right? References to the movie. I mean, I used to watch. There was a Roseanne episode, if you remember Roseanne. Roseanne was a sitcom that was on back in the 80s and early 90s. They would do Halloween parties, and at one party, one of the women in the show dressed up as Morticia. I want to say it was her sister. I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched that. So yeah, I mean, you have Thing in the Addams Family realm, I guess. Thing was a hand, and that's all it was a hand. I don't know how they figured that one out. I mean, how do you have just a hand walking around your house? I think Thing was in a box too, I believe. But I remember, it was a hand. Of course, I said Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester was just a riot. He was probably the funniest one of the bunch. Gomez being the dad, he was the suave, debonair type, but I want to say, both him and Morticia were vampires, I guess. I don't know if they actually said who or what they were, but they were just a creepy kind of family, and I didn't get that wheel off the balancer. There we go. All right, so one of the things I was going to mention, these wheels, right? Let me see what was in my inventory here. Keeping the drive shaft, keeping the tires. Okay, we're going to dump that out. The family limo actually has like a beige top and beige wheels. Now, I would really do these wheels in beige if I wanted to. I could. However, I think it would look awful given the rest of the car. The top I cannot paint. So if I could paint the top of this a beige, the wheels, hands down, I would paint the wheels beige. Seriously. So this is as close as I could probably get to the scheme of the Addams Family limo. So sorry about that. So honestly though, the Addams Family limo does not compare to, at least in my opinion, the Munster Mobile. If you've ever seen that, that is awesome. Or the Coffin Dragster. That is, those are a couple of the iconic cars by, what is the guy's name? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. He did like the Batmobile, the early 60s Batmobile. He did the Monkey Mobile. I can't remember his name. I want to say his name is Boris, but I don't think it is. But anyway, I don't think it really compares to those cars that the Munsters had. That's why, when you speak of the Addams Family and the Munsters, I don't know who ran the longest as far as the series. I think Addams Family only lasted a couple of years, so 64 to 66, I believe it was. I'm not sure how long the Munsters ran, but I do see them on. I did see them. There is there was, I should say, a cable channel called. What was it called? My brain is slipping. Cozy. C-O-Z-I. I think it was even out of Canada, I believe. But I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. They just quit broadcasting for some reason. But they would have those old classics on there all the time, and the Munsters was one of them. And I'd sit and watch it, and just chuckle at some of the bad acting. I mean, come on. The Addams Family, the Gomez. Gomez was cool. Gomez was cool. Morticia. That is such a freaking cool name, man. Morticia. I mean, you realize it's short for mortician, right? Mortician, graveyard, graveyard guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess. Oh my gosh. Did I get 4 tires? I probably did not. I did. 135, 80, 20s. Yep, I did. All right, let's get this going. So I'm going to keep these as aluminum. I'm not going to chrome them up or anything. I'm going to keep them as aluminum. I think it looks fairly classic like that on here. Chrome would probably have looked better, but I think just with it being like this, I think just the aluminum look is a little classier. I think. Yeah, I think it does. Almost second guess there for the chrome effect. I kind of thought maybe I need to go chrome. Almost had me there. All right, let's take you off. So like I was saying, I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. Not one to talk about current events, because I mean this video could be watched anytime, but during this time that the video is being made, coronavirus is just crazy. I am working from home, and I'm working up until past January, and this is, here it is, what, mid-August? Wow. Absolutely nuts. Okay, so I don't have any more. I got all that done. Let's jump into the inventory here. Oh, wait a minute. I want to let's clear my list. There we go. Brakes, what do I need? 2 ventilated ducts. Okay, well, not too bad. I mean, this is, oh, wow. Okay. This is typical. This is on par. Rubber bushing. Steering rack's in bad shape. 2 of those. 2 of those, and 2 of those. Yeah. This is pretty much on par for what we would expect from an auction car, actually. So, not a bad deal here. All right, front steering nickel C. Pretty surprised to see that. Sway bar, no. Inner and outer tie rods, that's a given. Bushings, of course, with this type of front end, we need 12. B-links, bearings, and a hub. Thought there was something else I missed. Oh yeah, the steering rack. And we are going to sell off anything that's less than, oh, I don't know, 96%. That gets rid of most of that crap anyway. Did I get the wheel? Yeah. Alright, we should be able to get right into here. So as I'm thinking about this, who made this? Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me. Alright, so I had to check real quick. This is a Fulysic mod, so get your hands on it when you can. I'll put the link down below, so if you can't figure out where to get it from, that's where to get it from. It's from the Steam Workshop. Also, big plug in for who this car is brought by. Actually, I forgot all about this. Check it out. This is from Philip Berube. Philip has been following the YouTube channel for a while, and he has, no lie, laid down at least 30 cars for me to do. Yeah, at least 30 cars. Phil, I'm trying to get at it, brother. I'm trying to get at it, but it's taken me some time, and as you can tell, I got this one, but even this one took me a while to get, because hang on real quick, I'll show you. I've got 244,000 miles on it. This is the lowest mileage Lincoln I could get my hands on. So I mean, everything else was pushing 300s, 275s, the 300s. I even saw one at a 312, I think, low 300s. But this is the lowest one I was able to find, and I was like, you know, I can't be pushing this off, and I can't find any other of the cars, Phil, that you've suggested. I have not been able to find them, and it's really pissing me off, to be quite honest with you, because I can't find them. I almost want to go get that mod for the game so I can just load cars. But yeah, it's taken me this long to try to find a car that you have suggested, to be honest with you. All your suggestions have been great. So everyone, if you happen to see him post in any of the videos, you know, give him a thumbs up. It's because of him that actually this series has actually come back to life a little bit, because with the 30 some odd cars that he's suggested, I've been researching some of them, and at least 10 of them that I know of, I'm going to be able to do without doing some modification to the cars. So yeah, it's kind of revitalized this series a little bit, and so like I said, if you see him hanging around the posting on any of the videos, by all means, hit him up, give him a big thank you and a big thumbs up, alright? Because he deserves it. Alright, like I said, this is a Fulysic mod, and you can catch that down below or get it from the Steam Workshop. A lot of people want to try to grab some mods off of other websites, but honestly, if you want to support the modders, I highly suggest you stick with the Steam. You don't pirate the game, and you get, you know, lay it out there, lay a little cash out there to get the game and play it. These guys work hard for it, and I mean, they deserve a little recognition for what they do. I mean, they do it for everyone. You know, even though they may enjoy doing 3D modeling, I know just by the looks of it, sometimes it looks like to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, give those guys a thumbs up every time you see them. And if you happen to see Philip Berube cruising around the YouTube channel, by God, give him a thumbs up and give him some praise, because of him, we are mixing it up again with the movie cars. Alright, so the Lincoln really didn't have this V8 in it, and to be honest with you, I didn't really care, because I mean, I don't know what the Lincoln actually had in it. What, maybe a straight line 6, maybe even a straight line 8 for all I know for the Lincoln. What did the Fords use anyway? I don't know. But I love these louvered sides. They just crack me up. I love it. I love these old Fords. I really do. I'm a Chevy guy myself, but the old Fords are just they're just so nostalgic, you know. Alright, so typically what I would do is I would break this down, and well, no, that would be for my other series, so screw that. We're just going to pull the motor out of here, and we're going to replace it with a brand new one. How's that? Only because I can probably build one faster than I tear that one down and rebuild it. So, you ready for this? We are going shopping. Let's go into the engine compartment. So this is what I'm going to do. The internal parts are going to be, for the most part, the performance parts. Everything on the external side is going to be pretty much non-performance related, except for the coil. I think I'm going to keep the coil. The alternator, and the power steering is all going to be a performance piece, right? So it's going to look primarily stock. Let's pick up a couple of these B clips, because you know I'm going to need them. 3 bearing caps for this type of engine. Overhead valve. No, we need a block. Of course we do. Heads we're going to get from the performance shop because you don't really see those anyway. So it's like building a sleeper. This is much like what I did with my shop truck. Fuel filter, yeah, we're going to go stock with that. Now you notice I went with a performance fuel pump, so I did get some performance out of it, right? Stock coil, no, we're not going to do that, but we are going to go with a stock distributor cap and stock wires to make it look really good underneath there. Besides, it's black and green on the outside. I don't want any red showing. The one valve carb we can't get in a performance shop because it doesn't exist red dot. It really needs to. Okay, we get some piston. Oops, hitting the wrong button there. Piston rings. Need a fan, of course. Rockers. 16 of those. Rod cap. We're gonna get that, and that. Oh, I guess the rods are down here. Okay. Belts, the spark plugs I'm going to get are going to be performance related. Definitely. Timing chain. Get all that. Push rods. Water pump. I need a water pump pulley. And that is it for this shopping trip. Now to head over to the boost shop. Nothing but engine pieces here. Like I said, alternator, definitely. Camshaft, definitely have to go with the camshaft in this. Gomez needs a little bit of boost. I'll get the carburetor while I'm looking at it. I shouldn't say Gomez. I guess it would be Lurch that would be the one driving it, right? There we go. There it is right there. Right underneath my nose, man. A couple of those. Headers, of course. Fuel filter, I didn't do, but we are going to do the distributor itself, the ignition coil, yes, and the rotor. I'm definitely going to go with those. And I think that might be all of my pistons. Power steering. Core spark plugs. What else is there? I think that's about it. I think we have it. No, we do not. Guess what I forgot to get? Gearbox. That, and that. Head out to the gear grip. Get one of those. Head back over here. And get that. Alright, now we have everything. Let's get to work, shall we? Alright, so I'd like to know, I know I'm probably dealing with a lot of generations here going through this series, but have you seen the Addams Family? Do you know of the Munsters? Have you watched the Munsters? Have you watched the Addams Family, the original and the new movies? I'd love to hear what you think about these guys. So, like, the only story I have, right? So, you know, cousin... Thing was the hand. Cousin It was like this walking hairball, right? So funny story time. I was working as a shift foreman at a power plant, right? One of my employees on my crew was a young female. She stood probably about 5 foot tall. I mean, she was very short, and she had this very long, dark brown and black hair. All right, and one evening, we were in the control room. We're divvying up assignments, trying, getting a game plan for what we were doing for the night, making sure we were, everything was on the up and up. And one of the guys had called this female cousin it, and I'm like, what are you talking about, cousin it? And and she was pretty cool about it. She goes, well, I'll show you. So she takes her hair, she flips it from the back to the front, and then puts her hard hat on. So all it was this hard hat, and all you saw was a hard hat and nothing but hair. And I will tell you, I don't think I've laughed so hard in all my life when I saw that. Now this is probably, a couple years after I moved, after I got this job. So I had tears in my eyes because she had done that once before, and they called her cousin it, and it stuck. She was cousin it, and it was quite funny. And when she did that, all I saw was cousin it. So that is my one and only Addams Family story in real life that I can tell you right now. I could tell you though that, looking at the movies, Lurch looks like he could have been Frankenstein's monster. Much like Herman Munster was, he was Frankenstein's monster, For the Munsters, Lily was a vampire. Her dad was a vampire. I think his name was just Grandpa. I think Eddie was the son. Kind of a freaky looking son. And then Marilyn, the daughter, the beauty queen. That everyone thought she was just so ugly that, it's just funny. I think it was funny that, for a series like that, everybody was like creepy looking, yet Marilyn, the sex goddess, was the one that was ugly, in the show. I think it was kind of comical. Alright, so Philip, if you are watching, this one's for you, and I'm looking desperately for cars. Again, big shout out to him. So if you see him out and about, either here or over on the Facebook page, if you see him over there, give him a big shout out. Because of him, I probably wouldn't be doing movie cars right now, because I kind of ran dry, and he gave me a ton of them to look for. Believe it or not, I listed them all down in my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm looking for them on a daily basis. And as I was looking for them, that's how I found that Impala over there. So yeah, I'm not only looking for new movie cars, I'm any old movie cars that are above the 150,000 mile mark that I have marked down on my spreadsheet. I picked those up too. So yeah, I'm a little obsessed with that. Alright, we're pulling in the final stages here in this thing. This is coming together pretty good. Pretty quick, too. I mean, why can't I have a cool name like Gomez? Cousin It. I think it's spelled with one I and two T's. I-T-T. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, wait a minute. Did I not get enough push rods? What? What up? What is up with that? You're kidding me, right? Did I get 16? I guess I got 12. That is ridiculous. How did I do that? Alright, back to... Jeez, how did I do that? Alright, I guess I did. Need 4 more. Hope I got enough rockers. Why would I have done that? I'm going to have to review the tape afterwards, that's for sure. What the heck was I thinking? Okay, so I have enough rockers, it appears. counted those right. And as you can tell, I buttoned up the distributor before I put the intake on. Reason being is because trying to get at that back clip back there with the intake on sometimes can be a pain in the butt. So it's always nice to get that together before do any of that. And I'm going to stick a clean air cleaner on there and cover, and voila. Looking like a fairly stock engine with a slightly, you can tell that there's a few pieces on it, but you know, it's a sleeper. Okay, we get rid of that. All right, let's squeeze into the side here. Put some oil in this bad boy. Alright, so the underneath here, I know we are going to need, let's put a performance exhaust system on here too, why not? I'm going to need at least a middle muffler. No, a middle muffler, times 2, thank you. Rear muffler, times 2, thank you. The extension pieces I'm not entirely sure on, so I'm going to go ahead and curl up underneath here and find out. C's, okay. Now we want this fancy looking gearbox right here. I'm not going to tune it or do anything with it, but so C, huh? Alright, so exhaust pipe C. Okay, so tell me we don't have it. We don't. Of course. Red dot. You're screwing me over, bro. Alright. So we'll have to go with those. Yeah, we are slapping it together here. Where's Lurch at? We gotta get him to take it out for a test drive. Alright, so that should be it. Okay. License plates. Italy, huh? Where was the Addams family from, anyway? I have no idea, but I'm not going to spend the money on it. Keep it as such. Let's see, are we 100% across the board? We are. Take a look at that. Alright, we are going to send you over to the dyno, just for giggles, just to see what we can pull out of this thing. Have a good feeling, depending on the size of the motor and the exhaust, typically you can squeeze a little over 500 out of these things with the exhaust and all, but might be pushing it for this bad boy. Well, Lurch, yeah, we didn't push 500, but brother, you got 415 out of it, and that's honestly in something like this, in with these skinny tires, it's probably all the horsepower you need. All right, so there we go. The Addams Family Limo, 1929 Lincoln by Fulysic, suggested by Philip Berube. It's either Berube or Berube or Berube. Or Boob. I don't know. I'm butchering your name. I understand. Sorry about that. But yeah, again, you see him hanging out, let him know that this is an awesome car, and we will have several of his suggestions going forward in the movie car series. So I hope you liked what you saw today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if so, hit that subscribe button down below. I am pushing to try to get 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close on 500 as of this video. Maybe I'll do a live stream at 500. I don't know. If I can find some time to do that, I might do that. So, hey, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. And I cannot wait to see you come back and see some more of these classics getting put together for and reminisce on some of the movies that we've seen over the years. So until later, this is Hurst Quayzar saying, stay healthy, stay happy. Good night, and I am out.